have them step off the jellies, okay, get in their normal 2-point stance. We work the same transition, but now they're actually going to take a set, right? They're going to take a kick step. They're going to take a post step, right? And just get their feet in the ground, working hand-eye coordination. The coach is calling it out. And then what Zach Martin is doing right here, all right, he's mirroring, all right, Coach Nash. Okay, he's mirroring Coach Nash. Same thing with Terrence Steele. I know I'm in the way right there. My apologies. But same thing with Terrence Steele right there. He's mirroring these guys, okay? Kick to power transition. Whatever coach is doing, I'm mirroring them, playing long, all right, doing a great job of straining through the drill. But again, these are guys, in the National Football League, it's fun. It should be fun to put in extra work. It should be fun to go above and beyond. Like, that's the mindset that you got to have, all right, and coach and demand with your players. You're talking about everyday expectations. Now here, Tyler Smith, okay, Coach Cedric's a little bit more square. All right, so he's working the head up 2 technique, and he's just working, getting hands on the defender right now and clearing his cleats. Okay, he's clearing his cleats. When we talk about pass sets, this is just a shoe set. What is a shoe set? I'm picking it up, put it down. The defender is on my body right now. I need to kick nowhere. I don't need to kick anywhere, excuse me. I'm exactly where I need to be. I already have inside-out relationship, or I'm square on them. So I'm going to just clear my cleats, pick them up and put it down. And that's what we're working, okay? So again, you start off with the jellies and the mitts, and then you get them off the jellies and work the mitts and have them transition, okay? Now I want to add another progression to this, and you'll notice, especially if you've been sitting in all these coaching clinics, that everything that we do and what we believe here with the Dallas Cowboys has to have progression. Coaches, please ensure that everything you do has progression. And so the next progression off of here is no longer using the jellies, we're using the mitts, and now we're adding an implement and punch in the bag. Okay, so right here, okay, Brock Hoffman, okay, setting from the right guard spot, is going in with a 2-hand punch. So now we want to implement 2 different things. We want to say, hey, let's mix and match. Let's work a 2-hand punch on the bag, and then let's work independent hands on the jellies. All right, just having a little fun. Just throwing in a little change up, a little curveball. Work a 2-hand punch on the bag, independent hands on the jelly. So he's working his kick to power. So right here, Tyler Smith, all right, left guard, all right, is setting, all right, the 3 technique, working his kick, using the 2-hand punch. I love the fact that his cleats are close to the ground. His knees are inside the framework of his body. He's working his transition. He's powering back to the defender. All right, and now he's working independent hands. I mean, we're just having fun with it, fellas, right? We're just doing different things to generate and to reinforce all the drills that we've been talking about. Okay, all the drills that we've been talking about, just giving you visuals. Okay, now we're working the high-low hand on the mitts. Okay, so some guys are big believers in, when I'm throwing my hands, I want the high-low hands, okay? Or I want the 2 high hands, or I want the inside hand to be high and the outside hand to be low. I don't believe in that, but I'm not saying it's wrong, okay? But here, we believe in the outside hand being high, the inside hand being low. Again, this is a post-practice drill. The players are calming down, cooling down. As you can see, the helmets are off. There's the poles in the back. All right, poles in the back there, and we're just putting in work. Boom. And all Tyler Smith is doing is mirroring the opponent, okay, and working high-low hands, mirroring the defender and working high-low hands, okay? They can kick to power, they can kick on an angle, whatever the case may be. We're just working hand placement, okay? Just working hand placement. Boom. Chuma wants to work the bull rush, so he asked for Terrence Steele. This is a great time when we say, hey, players, hey, guys, get what you need. Communicate what you need. Like, you want to build relationships with the guys, you want to build ownership with the guys, hey, get what you need. And so here, Chuma communicated with Terrence Steele, hey, let me get a tight 5 technique, almost a head up 4, and let me just work the high-low hands versus the bull. High-low hands versus the bull. Okay, one more shot at it right here. Okay, here's Terrence Steele working the high-low hands. Okay, a tight 5 technique. Okay, kicking on a tight angle, but working the high-low. Okay, then we transition to the jellies and the med ball. And again, we're all this. Now we're going back to the jellies. Boom, just working the punch, just working the punch. Okay, all right. I love how Zach made the adjustment right here. What he was doing was he was absorbing the med ball. Okay, let me help you watch the beginning. Okay, sorry about that. He was absorbing the med ball at the very beginning, which means he was absorbing, he was catching the med ball and then pressing the med ball. You actually want to punch the med ball. Okay, so it's a 6-inch, 4-inch punch, boom, and deliver that med ball back to the coach. So I want you to watch the beginning where he's absorbing it and he's talking about it like, hey, I'm going to punch it back to you. Okay, boom, there's the punch. Boom, there's the punch. Okay, boom, there's the punch. Boom, there's the punch. Punch it back to him. Now we're just focused on core stability, okay, and we're just punching at different angles. Because you all know, especially offensive line coaches, There's going to be many times, right? A lot of times in practice, we work these perfect pictures. Hey, here's a right guard, left guard. Here's a 3 technique. Here's a 2 technique. Here's a 2-eye. There's going to be times, coaches, that you're going to be setting a defender, all right, that is in a weird position, okay? Or they're going to adjust and transition in a weird position. And we want to work all different punch angles right here. So this is just changing up all different punch angles, but still putting emphasis on core stability, all right, which is why they're balancing on the jellies. All right, everybody good with that? Okay, now we're transitioning to a 6-inch punch drill. This old school. This is for my five-man sled coach. That's been bringing that to life, and I love it. Okay, this is an old school drill right here. You talking about 80s football? It's an old school drill. It's a 6-inch punch drill right here. Okay, all right. What we want to focus on is the hand placement. Okay, objective is the hand placement. Okay, the punch timing. All right, and pass pro posture. You only need a bag to do this. You only need a bag to do this. All right, and so the emphasis here is you have somebody holding the bag here. Okay, all right. The offensive players in their pass pro posture. All right, and all you're doing is swinging that bag, all right, so they can get a feel, all right, of their punch radius. Okay, it's gonna differentiate per player. Why? Because all different players have different arm length. When I was a high school coach, I used to tell them, hey, it's a 6-inch punch. It's a 6-inch punch. When that bag gets 6 inches from your face, you better be throwing them hands because their face is gonna get hit. So we're just working a 6-inch punch, bam. Which is working. Now, Terrence Steele is using independent hands, but the whole purpose is just to feel an object moving swiftly in the direction of the framework of your body and then working the punch. Now he's just working the offhand. Now he's working the independent hand. Just giving you different examples. And I was just showing it one time, but here it is, Earl Bostic, all right, servicing Terrence Steele. And as he's working his pass set, all right, and he's working his 6-inch punch. Here's another view of it right here. Just working the 6-inch punch, keeping the cleats close to the ground. All right, and then punching, just getting a feel, okay? It's not a perfect drill. It's a post-practice drill. It's a rest recovery drill. The body is tired, the body is exhausted, but you just give them a little bit extra to maybe focus on their hand timing and things of that nature.